What is active listening in mediation? Remember, in mediation process, communication is the main key because the mediator, being a neutral party in the mediation process, helps to facilitate the process of mediation through the use of communication. And why communication is very important in mediation? Active listening in mediation is also very important. There is passive listening, there is active listening. But in mediation, active listening in mediation is a communication technique that helps the mediator and participant to understand each other effectively, and it helps to build trust. It involves fully concentrating on what someone is saying, understanding their message, responding thoughtfully, and remembering whatever that is being said. Because in mediation, the mediator is not there to be writing long notes, but you're there to listen more. Because more of the talking is being done by the parties. You are there to listen. And what are those active listening? What does it entail in mediation context? Full attention. That's why in mediation and in the opening speech, you talk about ground rules: no distractions, no use of telephones. They have to be on silent. These are the rules during the opening sessions that the mediator creates to enable full participation and active listening in mediation. Because when the phone rings, because it's a confidential process, so why using the telephone? Just like in the law court, phones are not permitted during the court sessions. The same thing with mediation. So you have to establish ground rules: no phone, no ringing of phones. Things that will bring distraction have to be excluded in the mediation process. So there is full attention in the room, the mediation room. Unauthorized persons are not allowed in place to distract people unless there is intense emotions and the parties, they can go on a break into sessions. But otherwise, there must be full attention in the mediation process. There must be eye contact, because when you are listening, when you are actively listening to someone, there is this eye contact. It's like when a teacher is taking the class, your mind is somewhere, you're looking at something else. But there is eye contact to show that you're fully listening to the person. You are looking at the person. There is eye contact between the speaker and the listener. Because you cannot be a mediator and party is saying something, your eye is somewhere else. It will be as if what the party will be reasoning. What's the mediator? Why is he not looking? Why is she or he not looking at me? Why is she not listening? Because there are body languages that shows that you are listening attentively when someone is saying something. It's like you're speaking to someone and the person is on the phone, chatting on the phone. Especially if you're the superior and the person is a subordinate, and you feel like it's very disrespectful for I'm speaking to my subordinate and he or she is busy pressing the phone. There is no active listening there. So you have to eliminate distractions, put away phones. Yes, the mediator can take a bit of note, but it's not there to be copying something on the blackboard. You just to note things, or you have to listen actively. You have to use body language to show engagement, that you're listening attentively. If you're listening to party A and you nod your head, also do the same thing to party B to build trust, to show that you're not being partial. You have to show your impartiality in the process. You have to lean forward slightly to show that you're prepared to listen to someone. Not that a party is speaking and you're just reluctant like this. So, because you're building trust, you are impartial in the process as a mediator. So, party are also watching you, they're reading your body language that shows that, oh, he's trying to side this particular party A or party B. So, it's very important to make sure you use body language, body tools that show that you're engaging between both parties. You smile at the other party, you have to smile at the party B, party A, party B. You nod at the other party, you have to do the same thing because you have to be conscious in the mediation process as a mediator, because active listening is very important. Because while you are actively listening in the mediation process, you use paraphrasing method to reinstate what the speaker party A or party B have said in their word to confirm our understanding. For example, party A will say, maybe in commercial dispute, we sign an agreement for so goods to be delivered in a week time. In up to 3 weeks now, party A or party B refused to deliver the goods, and no refund, nothing. So in the process of that, you can paraphrase by trying to repeat what the party have said. If I heard you clearly, you said so and this is what you said, this is what you said, just to show that you understanding the process, you're actively listening in mediation process. What I hear you saying that you felt that, is that right? You want to confirm their words. You're not a message carrier. You're there to listen and paraphrase what the other party is saying. Active listening also reflecting emotions. Acknowledge the speaker emotion and show empathy as a mediator. You have to acknowledge their emotions and don't let their emotion control you or being carried away by the emotion, but you have to show empathy. For example, you can say, it sounds like you were really frustrated. What happened at the moment? It shows that you're being concerned, but you're not trying to take side, remember. But you're trying to show empathy to the speaker at the moment because you're actively listening. You ask clarifying questions in the mediation process. That shows that you're actively listening. You gently ask clarifying questions to help clear up ambiguity games, or to help you get more details about what the party A or party B is saying. For example, you can say, can you explain more about what you meant by he ignore you, or what he meant by he didn't respect you and all that? You're trying to ask clarifying questions to get more details. Avoid interruption. I've already said before, in the opening speech of the mediation, ground rules have to be certain. You have to tell them that no party speak at the same time. They speak one at a time. Don't interrupt the party even when he or she is wrong or right. Allow the other party to finish speaking before party A or party B continues. So these ground rules have to be established. You don't have to interrupt the other party while he or she is speaking. Even the mediator, you have to learn how to calm in, especially when emotions are tense. Let the listeners finish speaking without trying to call them off. Silence can be powerful also. It gives room for more honest communication. Sometimes in the mediation room, there are times party, they don't want to speak, they just want to be silent. You have to respect that moment too. You have to show non-judgmental attitude in the mediation process. You must be non-judgmental, because even in your body language, it can show that I'm side he or she's siding this party. They can read your body language. So as a mediator, while you listen actively, you have to be conscious of your body language. I know you can't read 100% of your body language, but you have to be conscious of your own emotions in the mediation process. You have to stay neutral, open, avoid showing bias or taking sides. Listen. Listen actively without immediately trying to evaluate or trying to fix the issue. You're there to guide the process. You have to summarize because you are actively listening. It's from what the parties have said, you summarize their own words, what they've said. Periodically, you summarize the key points to ensure that you understand what they're saying, to show that you understand. It's useful for moving conversation forward or wrapping up discussions. Because in mediation, while you listen actively, it helps to build trust. It shows that party is being heard and they are respected in the mediation process. Active listening helps you to clarify issues. It helps uncover undefined needs and interests. It reduces tension. Evaluating emotion can lower this, a defensive or hostile attitude, encourage cooperation. People are likely to compromise when they feel understood. So it's very important as a mediator to listen actively in the mediation process. Not just listening, but active listening is very important. It helps you as a mediator. It helps you to facilitate the mediation process. It helps you to make sure the mediation process is being carried out in a respectful way. So as a mediator, you have to pay attention to body language. Actively listening help you move the mediation forward. So you must make sure you guide against non-judgmental attitudes. You must make sure you remain neutral. And the mediation principles have to be your watchword while you mediate and while you are in the mediation process. So it's very important to listen actively in the mediation process.